Well, let's get to work. Hey, Zooey, what's good, bro? Akhtar, what's going on, brother? That boy, my man is every day here. Mark too. Hey, Joseph, how's it going? You guys can unmute yourself, just reminder again, so you can speak up. What's good? What's good?
How you doing this morning, Honest?
Hey, bro, you know, I'm good, man. We blessed.
Right. Yes, sir.
Yo, where you headed, bro? What's
I'm
that?
headed to my I'm headed to my studio right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I heard you go in the car.
Bro, I can't wait to freaking quit this shit, bro. Oh my god.
Yo, bro, you at the door.
Yep. Trust. Yep.
Sir, the process. All right, we
Hey,
do.
I'm
Go
in
ahead.
that gold trade.
Yeah, gold really good. Like it's 30 pips from TP.
You
But
think
if
it's gonna continue going up?
yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll hit this TP. We do have news in actually in 1 minute. Core retail sales. Um, so we'll see how that reacts. But we secured 35 pips, so let's see if that will have any impact on dollar. Um, so I'm not worried about that. Even 35 pips is good if it, pulls back for some reason. But we do have Med News later, FOMC, so should be a good liquidity New York session. So I want to kind of start a little bit earlier, so we see what's going on, what we can get into. I'm really looking to see if we can do those indices, but like I know NAS was doing well. Um, I had it still going to 11,700. Perfectly respected zone here, and it's on the come up. This candle closed above the previous consolidation there, so small pullback. I think it's gonna keep going. Have two positions from last week, so it's good. Let's see what was the report. Oh, actually uh, came bad, came out bad. So the dollar should be weak. That's good because we need that. Yeah, gold going up. Yes, sir.
Gold set to take profit.
Yeah,
Or it's right about to
yeah, should be any moment.
hit. Well, 1970. I put mine at low key.
Yeah, I did 72, but yeah, it's about there because we have this equal high here. We do have the strong zone, so on a higher time frame, gold's been really ranging between 1910 and 1970, 72, like on the weekly. But once we have the break above 1972, we're definitely gonna go up another at least 180 pips. So we'll see how this volume goes. If it really starts pushing up, I'll just trail it. But yeah, this was the trade perfectly, like legit sniped that. So it was a good trade from London this morning. There's a lot of news later in the day and tomorrow morning. So should be good. Really waiting breakout on GJ, and it's just being weird. Let's see this. The sell stop didn't trigger, it pushed up. So if we get pullback here, we might be able to ride this up. Well, so let's see. But yeah, retail sales actually came in tough. Came out tough. So this is where ideally I would look for this entry. Right there. But I really want to see it break 136,600. See. GU broke out nicely. Missed out on that, but definitely a nice break. Gold is pulling back some, which is cool. We have stop loss here, profit. See, just because around that area, it's a strong liquidity zone. It's been struggling to break this for a while.
Anas, can you have a look on USD CAD as it has formed some bullish on lower time frame?
Yeah, we'll take a look. What time frame are you looking on?
On 30-minute chart.
Okay. Yeah, the current 30-minute candle is showing some bullish momentum. But I'm gonna let this one play out just because I still see this come down, because this is a strong zone that it struggled to break up for a while. So I'm just gonna, if you don't feel comfortable, you wanna get out, you could, but I'm gonna let it play out. It's only 30 pip stop loss, so I wanna just give it a chance to play out. Let's see, we might get the entry here. GG, it's pulling down hard. But I think it's just retest here. So let's see. So if we were to enter this, let's see, where would we go? One, 3, 5, 9, 50. That's 25 pip stop loss. And we would go to let's see other possibilities here. So, yeah. Actually, so let's see this 30 minutes first. This could be a nice trade here. The small stop loss. So many messages. Yeah, Zoe, stop playing.
You're funny, bro.
I saw your messages, that's why I was like, come on, bro. I know you didn't.
Nah, really. Nah, my EG is dropping really hard right now. I believe it's just going to correct that big bullish run
Yeah.
up.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was. I missed that one too, but I told them this morning on London that like this should be the retest, and then we going to cover this pocket here that was created. I know Wade calls this void. I call that pocket. It's the same thing. It's just whatever works for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this should indicate that pound should be strong, right? So that should work in our favor for GJ, hopefully. But yeah, this was a beautiful setup, like very simple. It broke here, and then you measure the move right there, and perfect 61.8 rejection. And then if you just go off of the fibs without even looking structure to the left, it already hit all three extensions, which is full TP. So, you
Bro,
know,
could you erase that? Hold on, let me close my sunroof.
yeah.
Could you, I know this might be silly, but could you erase that and show me how you draw fibs? I never honestly took it in, like how you really like draw them. Like just do what you just did quick a while ago. I'm quick.
Okay, so yeah, so you see here, here is where this bearish move started, right? So you measure from the top to the bottom, right? This is where it ended, right? So you measure the full impulsive wave, right? And then you look for the retrace, and here it perfectly rejected 61.8. So the rule of the fibs, right? Anytime you have a retrace to 38.2, 50, or 61.8, especially between 50 and 61.8, it's called golden fibs or golden fib ratio, whichever way it's easier to remember. But the rule is when we have impulsive wave and the market is trending in that direction, and we get the retrace to 50 or 61.8, there is 90% chance that it will go to the third fib extension, which is down here at the bottom, and it hit all three TPs. So if you're just trading with the fibs, you will go, you will target your take profits with the fib extensions.
Wow.
Like,
See, like I probably watched like a whole series trying to explain that, bro, and I just feel like people try to go too hard in details when it's just
oh, I'll send you, bro, the video that I recorded on fibs, both in uptrend and downtrend. I made it
that was
for my
mad.
academy.
That was mad easy, honestly.
Yeah, I'll send you, like, it's 15 minutes, and when you watch that, like, you will be set for life. I promise you. Like,
Mm.
I explained it so simple, like it's super, it's stupid.
So but it's as you said, it's a 90%. So just keep that in mind when in the golden ratio. If I see a retrace there, just like monitor it to see if I get the rejection of either the 61 to the 50 or the 78,
Actually,
right?
38 too.
38 to
Yeah,
61. My bad. I wasn't even looking at the screen.
no, you're good. So when it goes to 70.5, good that you mentioned that, then you target first fib extension. So if it goes there, then you target this as your TP.
Anas, just a second. Sorry, I'm disturbing you. Have you got entered in GJ?
Not yet. I was just talking here, but we will look to enter that.
You could look at GJ. I think it's probably there.
So the only thing is I want to wait for this candle to close to show us rejection here because it's looking pretty bearish at the moment. So I don't want to fight the volume.
I got entered. I thought this is the signal you have posted.
No, when I
got busy.
no, when I enter the trade, I tell you guys we are entering this, and I send it in a Telegram. That's how you know. Every trade that I send in Telegram, that's what I enter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just
Sorry.
looking to enter here because
Okay.
this should be the retest, but it's pushing hard down, so we're not gonna fight the volume.
Okay.
We're just gonna see what it wants to do.
Hey, Nish, good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, it's Angel. I wanted to ask you, you had sent the GJ signal yesterday for the sell. Are you guys still holding that, or did you tell us to close it?
It wasn't sell, it was sell stop.
Yeah, sell stop, sorry.
Yeah, it didn't trigger. It was the
Yeah.
one on the bottom here.
Yeah,
It was at 135, 400, but it never
right.
came down to trigger that.
So just delete it, you think, or keep it?
I mean, I would delete it just for now,
All right.
and if need be, we will go back in it.
All right. And after this one, can you look at NAS whenever you have a chance?
Yeah, we just looked at it earlier, but we'll go back to it. I still see it going to 11,700.
Yeah, I just wanted to know like where I could re-enter. I
I
don't want
don't
to get a bad entry.
I don't know about the re-entry, honestly,
Okay.
because it's already pretty high and like 200 points from there. I held the buys from last week, so they completely
Yeah.
recovered and it's doing really well.
All
But
right.
let
Yeah.
me
So
see possible re-entry here. Let's see. So it could be over here. So long position. So it could be at 11,475. And what I would personally risk is maybe 40 points. This is what I would look for. So something like this. I'll
all
send.
right, I noted that. You think that it'll pull back at all, or
I mean,
below that line?
so what I would what I would see on here and what I would look for is that it tries to like wicks down, and that would be triggering that buy limit because it's 19 points above that.
Yeah. And do you think the USD news will affect this the indices in any negative way, or you don't know?
So I don't know yet, but later on we will have some crazy movements on FOMC meeting. So with this type of reports, when FOMC comes out first, they will tell us the decision about the rate, right? But what's the key here is this press conference right here, and what the Chairman Powell says. This federal funds rate can be good, and FOMC statement can be good, but then he can come out and give a speech that shows uncertainty, and that could have more impact than all of those three folders together. So that's how that works. Because when he comes out in the press, that's when people start asking him questions about the outlook and overall picture, and based on what he says, that's what the market will react to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, so this
Great.
is really what will,
Yeah.
even though, well, this is 1:30 p.m. my time, Central Time, but this is 2:30 p.m. Eastern. So that's usually when it's like a post New York. During that time, usually you don't have liquidity and stuff, but it will be some moves, I guarantee you.
Yeah, I usually see a lot of movement around like 2:30, 3 o'clock Eastern time with indices.
Yeah, with the indices definitely, and gold will move mad based off this speech. Unless he just comes out and he's just like chill. Well, like it really depends on what he says, right? In the conference, because like if he gives positive outlook, then market will react very favorably to USD. Therefore, strength. But like this entire thing here, I don't think it's necessarily going to affect indices so much, because this is more like an economical outlook, not really looking at the Wall Street performance, or there won't be any debate regarding the tech stocks and stuff like that. This is more like a economical performance, and what measurements they will try to implement and take. to help out the economy or not during this still ongoing time with COVID. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's what this is about. And especially if he mentions something about the new stimulus checks and stuff like that, like it really depends.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on those pairs at that time to see what they're doing, just to learn.
Got you. But honestly, like I mean, over the next month and a half, it will be some insane moves in the market. Few things to contribute to that is whether or not the COVID vaccine will actually be released and approved.
Mhm.
That's one thing. Number two, if not, if the cases are still rising, number of cases are rising, and they are not able to get it under control, then what is Fed going to do about it? Because that means we need to extend lockdown and reduced hours of businesses, especially in the busy areas like the downtown and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
are they going to give more help to the small business owners? Are they going to decide to print the second round of stimulus checks? So all that plays role. So if he addresses any of that, like that's what market is going to react to.
Oh yeah, like in the next couple months, right? You're saying,
Well, I mean,
or is that
well
the
this
talk from today?
well this will have impact immediately today, but
Mhm.
like he should really give outlook for at least 1 month ahead,
Oh, okay. Okay.
especially if they don't have a meeting next month. I didn't check the schedule. Let me see. Yeah, we don't have a meeting next month. We have one November 5th. So he really needs to give some hints about what is planned for next month and a half. So that could potentially, create a new trend and stuff like that. But like my honest opinion, I think it's inevitable for them to print more money and give more stimulus checks to people, and especially give some help to small business owners.
Mhm. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean that will pump the dollar pre-election, but it doesn't help economy in the long run because it's just increasing, inflation, and we already hyperinflated.
Right.
Especially the
Especially
fact that you have to like return that money through the taxes next year. So how much does that actually help people? Because people who receive that money, they are spending it to let's say remain in their business, but also like for like the regular life expenses. So and when you spend that money but you don't have a job, and you don't have a continuous government aid or unemployment, that's rough on you, because come next year, if they still expect people to return all that through the taxes, people are not working. So that kind of contradicts the whole purpose of them helping out the economy.
What's crazy is that they're giving us the money to spend back and put back into the economy anyways, so they're getting us
Exactly.
both ways.
Exactly. So how are you actually helping people? Like you are giving them money to help keep economy going, but then they have to spend it because people are not working. There's still a lot of people laid off and unemployed because of the closure of the businesses, especially like the restaurants, the clubs, the pools, the resorts. All that is like reduced and downsized. So I mean, it's just like we will have to see if they change the mind on that. But like the funny thing is, like we have monetary fund here and we have Fed. So here in US we have ability to print money, you know, kind of without the cap, right? So there's nobody above our head to tell us, hey, United States, like, you guys need to chill. You cannot be printing money and inflating economy. Like, that's made decision here. So if you can print more money and help people, then help them, but don't then come back next year, time to file taxes, and then, turn around and slap them because you helped them out. It just, to me, that doesn't make sense. But I'm not the person in charge there, and I don't make those decisions. So I can just give my opinion on that, because I just don't think it's right to do it that way.
It's called white collar crimes, bro.
Yeah, it's all business.
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much. And another thing, guys, like, with this COVID vaccine, I actually, know somebody who works in Department of Health, right? And I know that they have a vaccine already. It's just like I know what they are doing. So what they are doing is they are waiting for the right moment to release that, and then one company will get the license to, like, produce and sell those, and they will put that in the law that, like, you have to take it, and they just have to connect the health insurances to cover that, or certain portion of whether, how much money it will cost, or is it going to be free. So somebody will have to pay for those vaccines to be, continuously produced and made, and that's where, like, big people will make more money off of the stocks of that company and off of all that. But that's all done behind the table, and we really don't have insight in that.
It's pretty ridiculous. Like, there's so much that we don't really know. I've been hearing like this is all made up, anyways. This whole thing.
I mean, honestly, I kind of believe in that too. Like, and it's
Like
rough.
all of a sudden, this happened.
Well, not just that. So think about it this way, right? And don't worry, guys, we are discussing this, but we're not missing any trade. So just want to give you a heads up. But think of it this way. So the entire world, especially us here, we knew that, that was the thing, and it already happened in China, right? So we had all the time in the world to prepare for that, right? And
Right.
we did nothing. So we literally just let it come here, and
Yeah.
we have 200,000 cases recorded, and how many more, and actually people died out of it, just because there was the opportunity on a bigger scale for some people to make money off of that.
Hmm.
And like I said, that's all behind the door, and
Yeah.
really we have no influence on that, right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
and sad part is, like, people watch news, and they tell them what they want them to believe and hear, and they don't really use rational thinking, and they just believe in everything they are told by the press and stuff like that. But if you just think a little bit outside the box, like, you will realize, well, this was just like kind of set up.
Yeah. Exactly my thinking.
But again, we will see. I'm gonna try to watch that live and see what he says. All right, GJ, show us some volume, because we do want to buy you. See this? See, this is why is sync still on? No, he left. But this is why we don't just buy immediately, because see this wick. I mean, even though I already determined stop loss here, but we don't just buy when it approaches this demand and area and the support, because you see how they try to throw the wicks. That's how they they catch people. You wait for the volume, you don't fight volume because you cannot win that. But this, if we get some bullish momentum, we'll definitely, I'm interested behind this because it's a great risk to reward. So let's see. Damn, man. You guys should see my Telegram. Can never catch up with the messages. But yeah, this is a watch list. What else? Somebody asked me earlier, I think it was Nathan, about Euro AUD. I'm still waiting for this to hopefully come down for this swing buy, right? I've been waiting on this since last week, and I can wait another week because this will be really move I'm looking for on Euro AUD for 400 to 500. Ah, man, you should speak up, bro. You can unmute yourself.
Hey guys, that was me. I'm Nathan.
Okay. Was good, brother. Yeah. So we're still waiting for this, hopefully to drop down. We do have some really important AUD news tonight. And honestly, I'm looking for this to be good for Aussie, just because they've been really doing well with controlling the COVID cases there and getting back into the full force. So if this comes out to be as my expectation is and good for Aussie, this will give us a push down on Euro AUD.
Because the reason I had asked because earlier I was looking at the daily chart on Euro AUD. Let me just go to it on my chart.
Okay, let's see. Okay, here's daily.
Yeah, and I had it had got really close to where it was pushing off the support a couple hours ago. So that's why I had asked. So I was like, oh, well, if it's really close to that support level on a daily, then it has to go up at least a little bit.
Yeah, so that's a definitely good thinking process. The only thing that I always look for this demand zone here because that's where the liquidity is. If you see how it tapped here and then it pulled up strong and then it tested that again and it went all the way back to this weekly. So this was really the trade on it, right? And this is what we are waiting for again. You see, this went up 500 pips.
So it's good that I'm starting to look at the daily chart, but I just got to find that key level right there, or just look for more key levels like that before I just got to look at the whole picture, not just part of the picture. I see.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll show you why it's important to look on the higher time frame on a GJ2, because that's actually currently perfect example of having need to look at it on a higher time frame. But here again, you see how it wicked and it went up again 450 pips. So that's the swing we are trying to catch again back to this upside, rather than fighting, in this consolidation at the moment.
I see. I took that trade in my demo and it's currently up. It's up a little bit. So.
Oh, okay, got you.
I decided to take stop trade my real account for a little bit and start just trading demo, unless you see something really, really good.
Yeah, but you see, okay, let's delete this. You see right here, if you look at the weekly, see how GJ was insane bearish engulfing candle on the weekly, right?
Yeah.
So what I was looking for, and I'm still looking for it, is to break this current support right here. And if that happens, this can drop another 400 pips.
To the downside or up?
Downside.
Okay, I see.
Absolutely. Because if we break 135,400, we actually placed the sell stop last night, but it didn't came down because it's stuck in this range between 135,600 and 136,600. So it's stuck in that 100 pip range since the week opened. So if we get break below, like we will at least see 200 pip drop, at least, possibly down here for even 400. So that's why, you know, it's important to look on the weekly, and after the previous week when this
Gotcha.
was 540 pip drop, right? And now people are trying to buy and are like, well, don't we need a, you know, some retrace and pullback on this? Well, yeah, we do, but like, you don't just trade it because you think it will be there. You have to actually wait for the price to show you the clue. Yeah, this can certainly come up to 138, 200 to that 50 retrace. And also that's a weekly resistance there too, because we have this candlestick formation here in the traffic. But like when you go on a 4 hour, let's remove fibs and all this. So we clear, but look at this range. Like how do you know where this is going to break? Look at this. Like it's just,
That's it. You don't really know.
yeah, and that's why you don't really trade it until you see the break. But like I'm hoping this current 4 hour candle can push above 136, 130. If the body closes higher than the previous 4 hour candlestick, then we could look nice for this buy. But right now it's not doing it. So that's why I'm not like, you know, diving into it, because there's not enough confirmation for that. It would be premature entry.
I see. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Angel says GU. GU, we did miss this one, I have to admit. So this was a beautiful break. I mean, it's really, I don't like to say that, but there's really nothing I would want to do with this at the moment, because we are close to resistance. And, you know, even scalp here, it's not encouraged 26 pips, but you have to have 80 pip stop loss, because what if this starts all of a sudden to pull down, right? And give the retrace that actually could give and retest of this, because this can easily make a U-turn to retest that broken zone and then head back up, right? So that's why, you know, you trade price action zone to zone. If you miss momentum and breakout, then you just sit on your hands. Austin says, can you look at CAD-JPY? Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Ooh, this is breaking down. Are you in this, Austin? By the way, you can unmute yourself, speak up.
Right, yes, sir. Not currently in it, but I was actually looking at a potential setup on the 4 hour chart.
Okay, let's look at it on a 4 hour. Yeah, this broke nicely, brother. So this is why sometimes you wanna switch to the line chart, because it shows you sharp turns. Like here, you see how price gives small pullback, but then it's like a wild U-turn.
Right.
And it keeps going down. So damn, wish we saw this earlier. All right, let's see what we can do here. So this barely gave any pullback. Yeah, 38.2, almost already hit first take profit on fibs. But let's see where it's our next support, and then we can determine, is this good risk to reward. And this is where it is. So honestly, I don't like it now at the moment. Just because we approaching the support, this intraday support. But if we break 79,450, then yeah, definitely this can be taken further down to at least here, which is 33 pips, possibly lower than that. Let's see daily. Oh wow, this is mad drop. Who been selling for 3 days straight.
Yeah, I figured I missed it once I saw the that's Head and Shoulders up there, right?
So almost really good. Well, I mean, yeah, you can kind of say that this is right shoulder. It would be nice if it had like a one higher candlestick here and then it start dropping, so it looks more like a shaped shoulder, if that makes sense.
Right.
Let's see this. Oh, actually, this on the daily, this is going down. Yeah, it's going more. So on the daily, looking at it, we still have 68 pips because it retraced to 61.8, and then we target third fib extension, which is at 78,840. But the only thing is we have this intraday support. So what we could look at now, let's remove this so we don't clutter the chart, because we don't want to do that. What can happen, what actually ideally in my opinion would be this, right? We hit this support and then we get another pullback to between 38.2 and 61.8, and that's when you can enter with the less risk and high reward.
Okay, for
So
sale.
yes, definitely. Like this is mad dropping. So if we get something like this, and then we go down.
Okay. And then you would watch it to break that other zone as well, or it could end up just end up bouncing off of that as well, huh?
So if it bounces off of here, I think it's just going to give another retrace, because this is how market structure works. It works in impulsive waves and corrections, right? And then you have consolidation, obviously, which is sideways movement, and you don't really trade that. You can trade corrections, and you trade impulsive waves is the best if you identify them in the time manner and you act promptly. But like from here, I don't think this will be reversal. Why? Because this is intraday support. This is not the key reversal zone. And we just looked at it on the daily, that has still more downside potential.
Right.
So if anything, we might get this pullback and then look for that rejection between those 3 fib levels to take it down.
Okay.
So I'm gonna screenshot this and give you here in the chat so you can refer to it.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Of course. You had anything else you wanted to take a look at?
Let me see 1 second. I did have my eye on one other currency.
Sure. Well, whatever you guys want to look at.
NZD USD.
Okay. It's right here. Oh, that is at the. Yeah, I think this will go higher up. Well, this is now something that we can watch closely for sure. Let's look at the daily, because this is where we can expect strong rejection at the daily. Yeah. So we have one more high. Okay. Actually, this will be a better zone to go off of. All right, so impulsive wave, 61.8 correction, broke resistance again, validate, so that's a support. And let's see what we got here.
Mm.
So we do have ascending channel with the higher highs and higher lows. And let's see where we could enter this. So now we can measure this, right? Because this impulsive wave has ended. How we know that? Because we have a strong doji there, and we already see correction. So ideally, our entry would be here at 67 to 80. So,
Okay, for a buy.
yeah, for a buy.
Yeah, that's what. Okay.
So this is something we would look at to take it there, and we will limit our risks to here. So I would, well, that's actually, well, we're gonna give it more room. 67 to 80, let's do 67.80. So it will be 20 pips stop loss if we get this pullback to enter. And then we are targeting 60 pips to the upside. So that should be, wait, is it, yeah, 67. Yeah, so 50, 53 pips. If we get this pullback, that's where I would look for the entry on this. I'll screenshot this for you too. Because,
Awesome. Thank you so much.
oh, you're welcome, brother. Because on the daily, I'm pretty sure, let's delete all this now. We could definitely see tap in this zone and make equal high. Or some people might refer this to double top and then drop.
Okay, so look for a short-term buy and sell after that.
Yes, but when we get the confirmation, because you
Right.
have to look at the volume. This might just, like, depending again today, FOMC. So if they don't give anything positive outlook, and this can just shoot, brother. This can really take off. And if we break this, so now let's look for a new valid level. Yeah, gold hit TP for 95 pips. Nice, Arc. Glad you were able to catch that, brother. So really, this would be the next target, 68,760. So which would be 90 pips higher above this current zone. But I do expect at least pullback from this area.
Okay.
If we
So
make
just observing what happens at that level right there, if it makes it there.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Because I'll give you some really good tips. So once you see key zone, right, like the one we are looking at now. So key zones are on the daily and on the weekly chart, right? What you would look for, preferably, right? You will look for some 4-hour bearish candlestick formation to give you more clue, right? Is this is coming down or whatever the case may be. So right here, we just had a strong rejection with the bearish candle, right? So that shows us indication that this is trying to like pull back down, and that like there's not enough buyers to take this above this resistance level. And in a very simple way to look at that is that people already cashed out here. They took their profits. and
Okay.
and the reason this is a supply zone because people are looking to sell it high, right? So you sell high, and then obviously you try to buy as low as possible with reduced risk.
Mhm.
So that's literally how it works. I mean, I hope I'm not um, like overwhelming you, but I try to explain it as simple as possible because that's what trading should be.
No, this
Uh,
is perfect. Yeah.
yeah, I always really try to avoid like a lot of technical terms and stuff like that because you don't need to go through the pain I went through, or I just don't want to sound like I'm here some kind of guru telling you all these technical terms where there's a very simple way to look at the trading.
No, I'm familiar with it a little bit. I traded stocks for a couple years, so I have a little knowledge on the terminology.
Oh, nice. Well, I don't get me wrong, please. I wasn't like making that statement with the assumption that you don't have knowledge or anybody on the call. It's just like I really do my best to try to break it down and simplify as much as possible, rather than making it like rocket science, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. So are you still doing stocks?
I'm still watching. I'm just not actively trading at the moment. Just focusing on building my capital here first. I find it easier than stocks, honestly.
Yeah, so I also watch the stocks a lot, but I do options trading. So
Okay.
I
Yep.
buy contracts. I use Robinhood. I don't know if you use them or.
Yeah,
Uh,
me too. That's what I use.
nice. Yeah, they're actually really nice. Like I haven't had ever issues with them. Um, I mean, even when the situation happened with the oil around the world, like they were still like good about it, and they didn't really do any funky stuff, if you know what I mean. That was just you know s- what we were caught up in when oil
Right.
pretty much went to zero. um,
Right.
but yeah, I like to take. Usually, I take two trades a week. I try to buy it open Monday and then exercise it by like Thursday, and then I will find something that I think it's a good long term and just hold it for a few months. Find like a long like further expiration date for it.
Right.
I just think it's much better than buying physical stocks. I
It's
mean,
definitely quicker. It's a lot more risk as well. It's almost like gambling with options.
well, yeah, pretty much, yeah, yeah. You definitely are right about that because I mean, buying options for certain company, you're pretty much betting on that stock going up or down within then certain amount of time. So
Yeah, way more volatile.
yeah, yeah. But it's been doing really well for me. So but like I said, I don't go crazy with it. I mainly trade forex and commodities. I just like this. I look at this as an art, and it's just like I don't know. I'm really like passionate about this. So, but stock is just I love reading the news because I like um, knowing what economies are doing and what companies are working on and innovations. And I went to school for accounting too, so I just like numbers. I know it's kind of sounds like geek, but
No, that's good. And just a quick question, since we're talking about that, with Apple, with them announcing the new iPhone,
mhm.
and after them having their s- split and everything, do you think that, like, what kind of movement do you think that that's going to have on the announcement day of the 12th?
I think it will be really good though, because I honestly think their earnings per share will rise, and I mean just Apple as an Apple, they don't really spend too much on marketing because it's like a brand. It sells itself. It's
Right.
very well established. And even despite the current situation that unfortunately a lot of people are in, as far as tight on money due to all these current events with the COVID, I still think that a lot of people will make an effort to afford a new phone rather than that new iPad and the watch that they revealed yesterday.
Right.
Uh,
Okay.
because just looking at it, their biggest revenue is made off of the iPhone sales. I think it's even more than MacBooks and their laptops. I mean, me myself, first of all, like I'm a definitely Apple customer till the day I die. I mean,
Right.
just legitimately speaking, not because I'm on a bandwagon to try to show off like I have iPhone. By all means, like I'm extremely humble person, but it's just like it's way better. Like I have had negative experiences with Androids, and therefore like it just I'm Apple customer.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good question. I think it will be still really good for them. I do think, and with that stock split, they just able to get more investors into the company too. So,
Right. And to fill the gap that it was just currently at.
absolutely. So when the companies are doing things like that, like that we just addressing and talking about, they probably have some bigger projects planned, and rather than using their operating income or setting aside from their revenue, they will be able to finance those projects with the new money coming in from the stock split. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
Uh,
that.
and um, I was just wondering, so do you think a long-term, buy on in this platform would be smart, like on MetaTrader rather than on Robinhood, a long-term buy with this?
So that's a good question. I would say, well, to be very transparent, it really depends on the capital that you're willing to invest and what the amount of investment is. So I don't know which broker you have, but for example, I have one of my two brokers is Hugo's Way too, and they do offer top 100 stocks to invest in. So you can kind of trade it as a currency, as you were just relating that question to. Um, I mean, you can do it both ways. It just really depends off of the investment. If you want to do it just like buy it, then you have to like really use a good risk management for it. Uh, but you can also get like a few contracts on Robinhood and try to look for the far expiration date for like a higher price of the stock or higher than it is at the moment.
Right.
Because you know how options obviously work, I'm sure you know, but for the people who are on the call and are not familiar, so when you guys purchase contracts or doing options, each contract has 100 shares, right? So if you're buying Apple at, let's say, 500, you do want to pick, let's say, 550. You want to bet that the stock will go to 550 and try to pick a little further date out, especially if there's no new earnings per share report coming out soon, or there's no new like innovations that they are going to present anytime soon. So you give it enough time for them to show you the clue and for them to show the investors ability to continuously sustain and improve and progress with their business, and that's what's going to drive the stock price further up. Uh, because the closer you come to the expiration date with the options contracts, they lose value, right? And then you hopefully won't be able in situation where you are forced to exercise your contracts early, just so you don't lose the entire investment that you made on that. So that's the risk that Austin was mentioning about, that it has higher risk than just buying physical stock, because over the years stock will recover. It's just how it's been for 100 years, right? But yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. We had a really nice chit chat about it. Stocks are definitely a good long-term investment by all means, hands down. But if you don't have a large capital, then you might want to start studying options if you want to be in that game, because you can grow your capital much faster. And yeah. So GJ. GJ still undecided. Come on, give us some volume. So when we will enter this, if we enter it, right, we want to see one bullish candle that will close above the bodies of those two candles here. That's ideally what we are looking at here. That's how you identify the momentum and volume in the market to take this up. So that's but right now we are not getting that, so we're just gonna watch it. And we will discuss whatever you guys want to discuss and look at. Ooh, US 30 dropping mad. Just got the.
I was gonna say, could you look at that, please?
Boy. Wait, hold on. I actually, I just opened my empty. I had a sell stop on this. I even forgot about it.
Do you think it's going to correct or it's going to keep dropping?
So that's a good question. I'm just trying, sorry, I'm just kind of stuck in a moment. I'm trying to remember why did I place this sell stop, but it's actually 58 points in profit already. I really cannot, this, okay, all right. Ooh, that's a big U-turn. So honestly, with this volume right now, this is definitely aiming for this zone here. Let's see. Or maybe maybe it's just some short-term reaction. There was really nothing here, but didn't get to check the Wall Street report. So for this to not drop further, this level has to hold here. At 28.54 to 28.35. Yeah, this might just be a retest over here.
If it breaks that level, then it's probably going to drop.
Yeah,
But
if it breaks that, go ahead, sorry.
So if it breaks that level, it could possibly drop. But if it resists that level, then it could be a retest and go back to doing what it was doing, going up.
Yes, absolutely. So what I would honestly like to see, I would like to see, not that, I would like to see this break. Let's go on a 4 hour. I would like to see US 30 finally make push above 28,250 because once we break above that price level and we establish it as a support, this will get filled. It will go back to 29,000. I mean, I cannot say 100%. It's not, nothing is 100%, but I'm very, very sure we will head back to 29,000 if we break above 28,250 and we establish that as a support. So that's what I would honestly wait for, because that's a bigger move. And this here is still very liquid zone, and just damn, it's trying to drop down. So ideally, I would wait for that, or it looks like it's gonna break this, guys. To be honest, so we're probably gonna see 27,900, which is a good area to buy from. I'm not gonna lie, that would be a good area. But again, we will have to watch the momentum, because you don't want to fight that, especially not on indices. Absolutely not, because can lose a lot of money.
You don't recommend selling right now?
Um, I don't like to sell US 30, to be honest. Not on these levels. I wouldn't. I have to be honest. I don't
So, but if
want
it goes down to that level, then you definitely want to buy from there.
Yeah, I would be very interested to buy there. I definitely would be, if we see the confirmation again.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be interested for sure. Damn, GJ, will you just make your mind? And honestly, gold, I think, guys, gold will go up more. It did hit full TP. But you see how zones react, right? We were just talking about it. Look at the rejection off of the key zone. Look at this 4-hour rejection. Massive. And that's the price action zone to zone. But now let's delete all this because it's irrelevant to the moment, and you want to have clear chart. So for us to still look to buy this again, this 4-hour body has to be closed above those to the left, right? That's the key, because that will show that the buyer's order block is still above any of the sellers, and we could have some confidence to look for those further buys up. But yeah, it's a strong rejection. I mean, that's what you can anticipate, because it is a strong zone. That's why I had that as a TP 1972. Let me see. Trying to look what could be entry here. Let's see, 4-hour. Yeah, but see, the daily candle is strong. That's why I still see potential for this to go to 1988. It's just that this zone has been, what should I call it? Been a battlefield. I'll see it on the hard time frame. Once we get the push above 1972, this can really take off. Just wanted to show you this, guys, since it's very visible. So when you see wicks like this and like that and like that and all those wicks, this is called vectoring, right? It's one of the candlestick indications that the price is not going lower, right? It constantly rejected. So it's called vectoring. When you see a lot of wicks towards one side of the market, that means that there's not enough sellers in this case to take this any lower. So that's why this has another indication that this could actually finally break up. But for that, we also need weak dollar too. So that's why I think gold will have a wild move today for FOMC meeting. Yeah, that's a strong rejection there. That's pretty much a pin bar. Let's see, just if that was the entry, this would have to be stop loss. So that's a good risk reward if we get confirmation. The daily is looking good. It's looking bullish, but current momentum is not on our side to buy this again. So we might have to sit on our hands for a minute. Yeah, look at that. Let's see this. This will be even better entry. I'm really willing to risk those 40 pips for that move. I really am. Let's see. Yeah, well, let's see how this 30-minute closes. But I'm really willing to risk those 40 pips. Just because of this daily. It has rejected, but that's very anticipated rejection. We'll definitely watch this. What's GJ doing? GJ trying to break down. I just don't. Just crazy how this GJ is doing. Like literally rejecting same zones. Guys, if you have any questions or anything, just speak up. What are my thoughts on NAS? We're gonna look at it in a second. See this. Just see here. So that's 1 to 3 risk reward. Okay, we'll watch this too. Okay, gold still pushing. That's fine. We have 9 minutes of the on this candle, so we will wait that. Yeah, this just broke through. It didn't get held here. I'm glad I did not enter that. That means US30 is also pushing down. Still. Even we'll go back to US30. Let me just look at this for Steve. So 4 hour. Yeah, this is really intraday support here. So NAS can actually go down back to 11,300. Yeah, this really could. But again, we do have some form of support right here where it's at now on a 4 hour. So that's our intraday. Because you see how it's just testing that and rejecting it. So this could be actually better better level to buy from if this holds. So the key for NAS to answer your question is to hold in this zone right here for it to go up. If it breaks that, then it's gonna drop another 100 points for sure. So that will be the key. So I'll send you this in the chat here, so you can watch it. But we'll be on here. I'll be on here for as long as you guys wanna be. US 30. I actually rejected our zone there. So you're welcome, brother. You are welcome. So even the main thing that like I mentioned earlier, but I don't mind repeating, is like we would really be best off if we wait for this break above 28,250. Because if we do get that break to the upside and we establish this price level as a decent support, we are going to head back to 29,000. That would be the, let's say, optimal approach to this, and best to go by, rather than fighting here where it's now a bloody battle between buyers and sellers. I mean, honestly, like in my experience that I have over the years looking at this, like I think they know that people are really trying to buy this and push it back up to 29,000, and they just trying to scare people away. So definitely the bias is move back to the upside. But I wouldn't just buy now, because don't fight bearish momentum. Don't do that. Do you want this chart even? I'll just put it here. By the way, you can unmute yourself and speak up, guys. Once again, it's just when the meeting is scheduled and you join, by default it's muted, so that in case when you join somebody is talking, we don't interrupt them, or if you have a background noise, you know, we can be respectful to each other. But yeah, I mean, just think about it, guys. We do have elections in November, and do the government and president really want to let the economy plummet and let the people see the struggle and impose more fear than we already have here in US with the whole COVID situation? Like, obviously logical answer is, you know, no, they really don't want to let that happen. So they will have to, you know, take some action and give some promises, and not that I'm trying to make statement that those are going to be, you know, false promises by any means, but they need to give some, let's say, hope to people, but not just simply hope in a way of like motivational speak via the press conference, but something that will be backed by some reasonable economical outlook, right? Something that will make sense. So that's what I'm expecting from them to address. I'm gonna try to find a link so we can maybe watch live FOMC press conference, see what Powell is going to say. because I'm really curious to hear what he has to say, especially because there's no FOMC meeting next month. I mean, no press conference next month, because that's what it says here. The next one is scheduled on November 5th. So we really need to hear what the move is, what's the plan. Yeah, it's only scheduled 8 times per year, so 8 out of 12 months. So I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people questioning him on this press. I would too if I was there. All right, guys, so we have few minutes until the new candlestick open. So if you guys don't mind, excuse me for a few minutes. I have to run to the restroom and grab a coffee, and then we'll keep going as long as you guys want to stay on, look at the stuff, and yeah. So I apologize. Just give me about 5 to 7 minutes, and I'll be back with you.
Yes, what's the matter? Oh,
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the wait.
Hey, I had a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you manage your like how do you manage sleeping and being up for the different sessions of trading? Because I try to be up for London, and like I was knocked out.
Well, I don't go to sleep. I know that's not good answer, but that's honest answer. I sleep between like post London and before New York, and then I would maybe take a nap during the day for like hour if I feel really tired. But I mean, honestly, like this is gonna sound like I don't know, maybe wrong, but like I'm just passionate about this, and I don't really feel tired though. I don't know if that makes sense. I know it's a little hard to believe too, but like honestly, like I really sleep 8 hours, like Friday to Saturday and Saturday to Sunday. Like that's when I really get sleep. But I'm not really the person who like lays in a bed like for long hours and stuff like that. Like it just like doesn't match my character, and it just doesn't match my personality, if that makes sense. Like I feel very unproductive if I'm just like chilling, you know, like I don't watch TV, I don't watch TV shows and stuff like that. So like up at night, like I would open my charts, I look at the Asian session, if there's any good opportunities. Uh, and at the same time, I study still every day. So I really like, let's say the day off I take, it's Saturday, if I can say like that's when I, well, you know, Friday usually like I rarely and barely trade. So like I'm already like free from the noon Friday like all the way afternoon. So I probably like go out, see some friends, meet up, usually Friday evening. We just hang out, you know, chill for a little bit. And then Saturday, I try to do something like, you know, go, for example, jet ski, or, you know, just do something outdoors. But it is hard, like when you have a job, like some of you guys have, you know, spouse, kids, so that's very challenging. It was extremely challenging with me when I was in a serious relationship for 7 years. And I mean, I can definitely relate. I don't want it to sound like, you know, it's easy for me to say now because I just strayed. Um, but like I was in a serious relationship for about 7 years. I was full-time school at D1 University for accounting, and I had 2 jobs on top of that and the trading. So yeah, it was really rough as far as managing everything. So when it comes to being really busy with the schedule and everything, I definitely know how that is, and I can understand that it's hard for you guys to like, you know, manage all of that along with the regular life responsibilities. And yeah. So I don't know if that helped you out, but that's really honest from me. Exactly tell you how it is with me. So yeah.
Yeah, that helped me out a little bit. Thanks.
Damn, this didn't give us this pullback here. Let's look at it now. Market makers. Well, this did. Ooh, this was. All right. So I'm actually going to buy gold. If you guys want to join on this, I'm going to risk 40 pips for this. Um, so I'm going to put my stop loss at 1961. So the entry is 1965.50. So actually 45 pips stop loss. So let's.
Are you buying now or
Yeah, I'm buying right now. I'm buying right now, like right now. And we are gonna aim for this 1988. So this momentum carries, but I'm willing to take this risk. So. Let me see if I missed any messages. Looks like your JPY fell through support. What do you think of a trade? Your JPY. Oh yeah, it definitely did. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's a clean break. Are you in this, John, yet? In EJ? Yeah, this can drop 60 pips more. Yeah, that is definitely clean break because the body closed below that support. Gotcha. What was your entry? At what price level? On 24,343. Nice. That was a little bit risky, I'll tell you that, because you sold through support, but it was a great job on your end to identify that momentum going down. Because this right here, this was the small pullback. All right, let's evaluate this properly. So it was definitely good decision on your end, but I cannot say I would have done that because you literally sold through support when it wicked out of the support. But glad it worked out. So okay, let's see this overall move here. So that. Yeah, this should keep tanking down. Yeah, 38.2. May double top at 38.2. Additional confirmation. Win profit on gold. Come on, keep on going. But yeah, this can definitely drop at least 43 to 60 pips more. So I would definitely hold that sell. I'll definitely hold that sell because this is a clean breakout. This is how you know it's a clean breakout because the body of the candle closed below that support. If it was just wick like it was right here, that's not the breakout. That's fake out. And that's the difference here, and that's why this looks really good to keep on dropping. So good job, John.
What would you do for take profit stop loss in that?
For which one?
EJ.
So EJ, since I'm not entering, I'm not gonna call it. Like all the trades I call, I enter personally. But if you were to enter right now, so if you were to enter right now, you will have to have 35 pip stop loss, and your take profit is 56. So it's a little bit more than 1-to-1. And that's another reason why I wouldn't take it. I look for at least 1-to-2 risk reward. That's minimum. So I'm completely okay, even though I'm pretty sure this will keep dropping because I'm very disciplined as a trader. I don't chase. So that's why. Tell you always full transparency. I'm not Gold is trying to fake out now again.
Hey, Anis, I was wondering, what do you think of EUR NZD for a buy?
Euro NZD. I have it marked here, I believe. Oh, I'm not sure for the buy because it just broke support too. Yeah, honestly, this is headed down.
Okay, I didn't have that marked for the support. Okay.
Gold took us out.
His stop loss.
I know that they are trapping this. All right. Well, let's see. Will it actually break, or if it breaks, we can then sell it. But like, I'm pretty sure that they're faking this. But yeah, for Euro NZD, this broke down, and this can actually be a good sell opportunity because next real support is it's 94 pips away.
Okay, and what would have to happen in order for it to reverse and almost like fake out? Or do you think that it has to test out the support of the new level it just crossed?
Well, looking at the current momentum, I think it will have to come down to that.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that momentum. Yeah, it's and on 1 hour, like see how it rejected nicely.
Yep. Okay.
Let's see, maybe gold will turn into sell. Yeah, there's a lot of weird movement at the moment. GG is rejecting and might come down to test this, and we'll see if we can buy there. News on crude oil coming up. Steady. That's recovering a little bit. NAS is testing this. Probably sit out for the indices. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely continue to watch this, see if we can find the entry. I just don't see it breaking below this zone here. I really don't. Yeah, that EJ is dropping, so yeah, definitely keep that keep that going, John. See, we talked about this earlier. Between 38 and 60, 38.2 and 61.8. We're targeting all three extensions and already reached second one. So that's already 96 pips. Just trying to figure out what is pushing gold so much. Yeah, it did, Anthony. It did. I'm trying to look for a new entry here. See if this is again a retest of the 4-hour zone. Let's see what GJ is doing. So I'll definitely keep watching GJ and for possible entry and gold too. And guys, if you don't have any questions, we could conclude this. I am going to try and find a link if we can watch and listen FOMC press conference live. See if we can get some clue as to what impact that will have in the market, so that we can benefit from it. But right now, I'm just gonna keep watching gold and GJ. See if we can get the entry on that. I just don't like to see the fake outs. Not. Oh, my Fibonacci setup, yeah. So this is my fib levels. If you wanna screenshot it. So all the levels that have a check mark next to them, that's what's on my fibs.
and I'll yes, definitely. So I'm gonna post it. Yeah, it did. USD CAD did too. It's all good. I'm gonna recover that. Is the only thing is like I know they're gonna go the way we were aiming for, but they're really hunting now. All good though. I know gold will go up. So okay, can I just send this link? No, okay. So you will have to join here this group if you are not in, and then bottom right corner hit the discussion, and I will share the Fibonacci video again. About to put it there now.
Are we doing are we doing the news live too?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find the link to it so that we can watch it and see if there's a clue that we can get out of what the Powell will say and react to it.
That'd be cool because this will be my first time doing the news live, so that'd be awesome. Good learning experience. I know it's like not NFP or nothing like that, but I could probably still learn from it.
Yeah. And you kind of get the clue by like listening what they say, because you can kind of read between the sentences what they're trying to do. Obviously, they cannot say certain things, but like since we don't have FOMC next month, like he's gonna have a lot of people questioning him about what the approach is going forward, and especially pre-election. So I just uploaded the Fibonacci video again. So if you guys are not in that group, I put the Telegram link to it so you guys can join and watch that when you get a chance. It's 18 minutes long. I explain exactly how I use it in downtrend, in uptrend, and how you can ride the trend with it. All right. Well, like I said, I will try to find the link for that live, and if I do, I'll share, and then we'll hop back on around 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central Time. So if you guys don't have any questions, we will conclude it. And thanks for joining, for asking questions, and being willing to learn. Fortunately, gold faked us out. GJ still hasn't given that pullback for possible entry. But I have some stuff that I'll work on my laptop anyway, so I'll keep an eye on that. Okay, I don't see more questions. And hopefully see you later, guys. If not, then we'll have London and we'll have New York live tomorrow again.